Have you ever wondered how scammers so easily trick people? It's like they have a magic wand they wave, turning otherwise rational individuals into gullible victims. But the truth is, it's not magic, it's manipulation. And just like any good magic trick, once you know the secrets, the illusion loses its power. That's why we're here today. We're going to expose the sneaky tactics scammers use so you can see them coming a mile away. Because being aware of these tricks is the first step to protecting yourself and your hard-earned money. Our first stop on this scam-busting tour is a classic authority misuse. Now, we're all taught to respect authority figures, right? Police officers, government officials, doctors, these are people we instinctively trust. Scammers know this, and they exploit it like a cheap carnival ride. They'll impersonate these figures, flashing fake badges, using official-sounding language, even creating bogus websites that look convincingly real. All to make you think, well, if a police officer is saying it, it must be true before they drain your bank account drier than a popcorn fart in the Sahara. But hold on, let's not give those real authority figures too much credit, because sometimes even genuine authority can be misleading. Remember all those ads with celebrities pushing dubious products? Just because someone famous says it doesn't make it true. Don't let a uniform or a fancy title be the only thing convincing you. Always question, always verify. This is about more than just scam prevention, it's about thinking critically. Don't blindly trust anyone, even if they look the part. Do your research, ask questions, and remember, just because someone's wearing a lab coat doesn't mean they know how to operate a Bunsen burner, let alone your finances. Our next stop on this carnival of deception is the urgency illusion. Picture this. You get a call, an email, a text, whatever. It screams, act now or face dire consequences. Your computer has a virus. Your grandchild is in jail. A Nigerian prince needs your bank account details and he needs them now. These messages are designed to short-circuit your rational mind like a taser to the frontal lobe. They create a panic, a sense that if you don't act immediately, something terrible will happen. And when we're panicking, we don't think clearly. We're more likely to make impulsive decisions, which is exactly what the scammer wants. So how do you defuse this ticking time bomb? Simple. Slow down. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, does this really make sense? Is your bank really going to contact you by text? Does your grandchild really need bail money sent to a random Bitcoin wallet? Probably not. Remember, legitimate organizations will give you time to think things through. If someone is pressuring you to act immediately, it's a red flag bigger than a matador's cape. Now let's talk about reciprocity exploitation, which is a fancy way of saying scammers know you're a decent human being, and they're going to use it against you. The principle of reciprocity is simple. If someone does something nice for you, you feel obligated to do something nice in return. We're hardwired for this, it's how societies function. But scammers twist this beautiful, delicate dance into a weaponized conga line. They might start by offering you something for free. A gift card, a discount, a fake compliment that makes you feel like the Beyoncé of your apartment building. Then, once they've buttered you up, they'll hit you with their real request. Your personal information, your credit card number, your undying loyalty to their pyramid scheme. You feel obligated to say yes because, hey, they were so nice to you. But here's the thing, true kindness doesn't come with strings attached. If someone is being overly generous, be wary. They're probably not just being nice, they're setting you up for a fall. Remember, you don't owe anyone anything, especially not someone who's trying to manipulate you. So next time someone throws kindness grenades, put on your emotional flak jacket and politely decline. Let's delve into the murky world of fabricated social proof. This is where scammers turn the power of the crowd into a weapon of mass deception. Think about it, we're social creatures. We look to others for cues on how to behave, what to buy, what to believe. If everyone's raving about something, it must be good, right? Wrong. Scammers know this, so they create the illusion of popularity out of thin air. They'll flood the internet with fake reviews, testimonials, and endorsements. They'll create bogus social media accounts to make their scam seem trendy and widely accepted. They'll even pay people to leave positive comments because nothing says legit business like a bunch of suspiciously similar 5-star reviews from users named John Smith 1, John Smith 2, and John Smith 3. But here's the reality, popularity doesn't equal legitimacy. Just because something has a lot of likes or followers doesn't mean it's trustworthy. Do your own research, look for independent sources of information, and don't be swayed by the manufactured hype. Remember, the internet is a hall of mirrors. Don't trust everything you see, especially if it looks like it was manufactured in a troll farm somewhere. Let's talk about emotional manipulation, the scammer's favorite tool for bypassing your rational mind and going straight for the heartstrings. We're emotional creatures. We feel empathy, compassion, fear, and excitement. And scammers, those emotional vampires, know exactly which buttons to push. They'll tell you heart-wrenching stories to evoke your sympathy. They'll prey on your fears, warning of impending disasters that only they can prevent. They'll promise you wealth, happiness, and a life free of worry, all wrapped up in their scam. They're masters of tugging at your emotions, hoping you'll be so swept up in the feeling that you won't notice the gaping logical holes in their story. But here's the key. Emotions are powerful, but they shouldn't dictate your decisions, especially when it comes to your money or personal information. If something feels too good to be true, it probably is. If someone is trying to rush you into a decision, step back and assess the situation rationally. Remember, your heart can be a terrible financial advisor. Trust your gut, but double-check everything with your brain. Let's explore the insidious world of false similarity. This is where scammers weaponize likability, turning themselves into the friend you never knew you needed, until they empty your bank account. They'll research you, learn your interests, mirror your opinions, and present themselves as someone just like you. They'll say they're from your hometown, went to the same college, or share your passion for collecting porcelain kittens. Whatever it takes to build rapport and make you feel like you've found a kindred spirit. Why? Because we're more likely to trust people we perceive as similar to us. It's a primal instinct, this tribalism of the familiar. But scammers exploit this instinct, creating a false sense of connection to lower your guard. Remember, shared interests don't equal trustworthiness. Just because someone likes the same obscure band as you, doesn't mean they have your best interests at heart. Be wary of people who seem too eager to be your friend, especially online. Take your time, observe their behavior, and don't be afraid to ask tough questions. Remember, true friendships are built on mutual respect and trust, not manufactured similarities and stolen credit card details. Let's talk about the artificial scarcity tactic, where scammers manipulate the basic human fear of missing out. They'll tell you the deal of a lifetime is about to vanish, the limited edition collectible is almost sold out, or the secret investment opportunity is closing soon. They create a sense of urgency, a fear that if you don't act now, you'll miss out on something incredible. This tactic preys on our primal instincts. We're hardwired to value things that are scarce. It's the same reason we're drawn to limited edition sneakers or exclusive club memberships. But scammers exploit this instinct, creating artificial scarcity to pressure you into making impulsive decisions. Remember, true value doesn't disappear overnight. If something is truly valuable, it will still be valuable tomorrow. Don't let artificial deadlines or limited time offers cloud your judgment. Take your time, do your research, and remember, if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. Don't let the fear of missing out make you miss out on the bigger picture, protecting yourself from scams. Now let's unravel the gradual commitment strategy, a tactic as old as time itself. It's the foot in the door technique, where scammers start small, asking for something seemingly insignificant. Maybe it's just your email address, a small donation, or a simple click on a link. But once you've agreed to that initial request, they've got their foot in the door. From there, they'll gradually escalate their demands, asking for more and more, building on your previous commitments. You've already said yes once, so saying no now feels harder, right? It's like being slowly lured into quicksand. Each step seems manageable, but before you know it, you're in over your head. Remember, small commitments can lead to big consequences. Be wary of anyone who tries to pressure you into escalating your involvement, especially if it involves your money or personal information. Don't be afraid to say no, even if you've said yes before. Your financial security is more important than maintaining a false sense of consistency. Let's expose the tactic of promises of false hope. This is where scammers prey on our deepest desires, offering solutions to our problems, a path to our dreams, a shortcut to a better life. They'll promise you wealth, health, love, success, or whatever else you're yearning for. They'll paint a picture so vivid, so alluring that you can almost taste it. This tactic is particularly effective on people who are vulnerable, desperate, or facing difficult circumstances. When you're struggling, it's easy to grasp at any glimmer of hope, even if it's based on lies. Remember, true hope is grounded in reality, not empty promises. Be skeptical of anyone who offers solutions that seem too good to be true, especially if they demand something in return. Do your research, consult with trusted sources, and remember, genuine opportunities don't require you to abandon your common sense. Let's demystify the tactic of confusing technical speak. This is where scammers use jargon, complex terminology, and technical language to overwhelm and confuse you. They'll bombard you with information you don't understand, making you feel inadequate and reliant on their expertise. This tactic is often used in financial scams, where scammers use complex investment terms to make their schemes seem legitimate and sophisticated. They know most people won't understand the jargon, so they use it to their advantage, creating an illusion of authority and expertise. Remember, you don't need to be a financial expert to spot a scam. If someone is using technical language you don't understand, don't be afraid to ask for clarification. Do your research, consult with trusted advisors, and remember, genuine experts are willing to explain things in simple terms. Don't let jargon be a barrier to protecting yourself. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 sneaky tricks scammers use to fool you, exposed. Remember, knowledge is power, and now you're armed with the knowledge to spot these scams a mile away. But the fight against scams doesn't end here. It's an ongoing battle, and scammers are constantly evolving their tactics. So stay vigilant, stay informed, and always verify information before acting. If something feels off, trust your gut. And if you do encounter a scam, don't be afraid to report it to the authorities. Let's spread awareness and protect each other. Share this video with your friends, family, and anyone who might benefit from this scam-busting knowledge. Together, we can make the world a little safer, one exposed scam at a time.